the French film industry. Jean Douary received positive feedback after that Depp still have the necessary skills to hold audiences' attention, even if it wasn't in the historical blockbusters, by selecting initiatives outside of Depp. The classic Hollywood system successfully moved away from his career was marked by controversy. Jean Douary and further recent endeavors demonstrated that depth was greater than the controversy surrounding his private life and his participation. In Global, he was able to restore his reputation through filmmaking and record the reasons he became. First of all, it is a household name, additionally demonstrated his resilience as an actor because of his relocation moving forward in spite of the obstacles he encountered. Few performers could manage such a turbulent period and still manage to rise above it in addition to playing Depp. Additionally contributed to a documentary on his life and work through this effort. He was able to share his own side of the narrative and provided followers with a closer examination of his personality beyond the headlines, and thus made it obvious Depp was no longer holding out for. Instead, Hollywood should give him a chance. He made his own way and concentrated on his favorite aspects of performing and filmmaking. This more intimate endeavor additionally served as a chance to demonstrate to the public the actual defies journalistic scrutiny and public opinion that had been influenced by his court cases and contentious relationships. Depp's comeback to cinema might not have been as impressive as high-profile return that many anticipated. But nevertheless, it was a return, and the industry was evolving, and Depp discovered his position in it once more. It was a gradual recuperation, and the realm of international film appeared prepared to hug him. And he demonstrated that he was not merely a Hollywood celebrity, that he's a versatile and nuanced actress, competent to assume positions in various. Where in the world are your opinions on this, and what are your thoughts on Johnny Depp's? Do you believe he's finally discovered journey? Drop it in the comment on his way back section below if you found it entertaining. Please remember to like, share, and for more, please subscribe to our channel. Click the following video that appears on your screen. You'll like it. Welcome back to my channel, Famous and Fabulous. Just now, Johnny Depp broke his silence, and everyone has been stunned by his remarks because he has been in the spotlight for a long time and is well known for his memorable parts and personal difficulties. But this time, he's exposed something that was hidden from view, arriving, and everyone is discussing what specifically did Johnny Depp say, generating so much controversy, and how will his career was impacted by the stunning revelation and private life going forward. Come along with us as we learn about Johnny Depp's startling announcement and learn more about the life and career of Johnny Depp. Johnny's divorce that altered everything. At long last, Depp has spoken up. Following years of silence regarding his divorce, the public had witnessed the drama about his legal disputes with Amber Heard, his former spouse. But Depp is currently presenting a more intimate viewpoint. He's sharing his perspective on the narrative and providing individuals with an insight into, according to him, his life behind the headlines. Depp believed that his union with Amber Heard was characterized by several ups and downs, but from the exterior, it appeared to be the type of everyone's favorite fairy tale love story. Wished to participate in their marriage in 2015, and shortly thereafter, the press started to follow them around at all times, as if the pair was leading a picture-perfect life. But in private, things were not at all ideal. The couple's connection grew more complex, and everything was finished in a year. Came crashing down. Continue to look for. Find out more about the unexpected in 2016. Occurred when Amber Heard filed for divorce, and allegations soon followed. Began to take off. She asserted that Depp had been violent in their marriage, and the media was rocked by this. People were stunned, and Depp discovered himself at the center of an extremely both sides of a well-publicized judicial case exchange. Charges and what was formerly a private matter soon became extremely public, but during their separation of Depp and the marriage of Heard became the focus of countless news stories. The media was unrelenting, and the specifics of their connection were public analysis, while Depp's supporters came together to protect his supporters. Of the character Heard followed suit, for her as well as the divorce process, continued for years, and the legal proceedings appeared to go on forever. Neither side was able to avoid the persistent interest as the court cases went on. Depp found it difficult to maintain his private life. Private, how the general public views him had evolved, and he was burdened by a dramatic shift. He started to speak up in an attempt to correct the record regarding the charges that had been leveled against. Depp refuted all allegations of mistreatment, declaring that he was the victim, not the criminal. He also disclosed that the divorce's cost had profoundly impacted him. He acknowledged that, despite the criticism from the public, the real pain resulted from the mental stress of the state of the court cases in 2012 changed dramatically, and Depp lost a Lille Doc case against the son of a British newspaper which had written a piece urging he beat his wife, and this decision stunned many of his supporters and admirers, as it was detrimental to Depp's standing, and it merely served to increase the fire's fuel. Pertaining to his private life, following Depp, who lost the case, was also required torsign. From his position on the Fantastic the Beast movie series, which was another damage to his career, this was a significant debt to absorb, and it appeared that the divorce and the ensuing court case had entirely eclipsed his professional accomplishments. In spite of Depp started to reconstruct his life after this, began to concentrate more on his work and personal development while attempting to distance rescued himself from the negativity has around him. He began to think about the knowledge he gained from his Heard marriage and the agonizing divorce that came after Johnny Depp as well. Has disclosed details of his divorce from for Depp. The Amber Heard wasn't merely the court struggle was a roller coaster of emotions. Coaster that was displayed before the world, seeing how ridiculous and the whole thing was challenging, particularly with the media's relentless adding fuel to the fire. The public witnessed both Depp and the Heard are battling claims of abuse, but it was much more for Johnny, more intimate than the court conflicts he experienced, the severity of the charges, the assessment, and the strain of having his, despite everything that occurred,